what's happening here, this is a signal of change. This is a signal of what has been happening in Barrie with the new council and all of the work they're doing in combination with what we're trying to do at the province. I don't think we've ever been more aligned in terms of the goal. And this is exactly what we're looking for. This is density, it's near amenities, it's providing more amenities, it's creating more capacity. And, you know, I do have to say to the mayor and to your team and to the other council members that are here, thank you. Thank you for driving forward, opening the door, saying we are open for business here in Barrie. That's exactly what we're trying to do. And at the provincial level, I can advocate, but I can't do things without the leadership that comes with the next person I'm going to introduce. You know, Paul Calandra as Minister of Housing, and you know, he and Municipal Affairs, of course, he is, you know, I was going to say the strong silent type, but he's more just the strong type. He's an advocate. We have a goal. The Premier has set the goal. We are going to build homes. We are going to build capacity. And he is the driving force behind that. He is actually making things happen. And so it's looking for opportunities to work with partners as we are. It's looking for changing the environment so that we do want the investment to come in, so that we do have the ability to expand in the places where we need to expand. So I'm just absolutely thrilled to be here, to be the local MPP, to see this through. We have so many great things happening around here. And so, you know, without any further ado, I want to introduce the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, my good friend and colleague and absolute driver of housing in Ontario, Paul Calandra, the Honourable Minister.
And when you look at housing in the province of Ontario, all types of housing, purpose-built rentals, single families, towns, whatever your particular dream is for housing, we can double down and we can make sure that we hit our goals. One of the worst things that we're seeing right now across this country is that younger people, and politicians always talk about, oh, we do it for the young people, we do it for the young people. We all say that. We've always said that. Politicians all say that. And when you get my age, you then truly understand why they say it, because you actually mean it. But one of the things that we have to work, why we are going to continue to double down now, is because of what we're seeing. Younger kids right now, and by younger I mean in their 20s and those who are getting their first job, they don't dream anymore of having their first home. They have somehow come to the conclusion that they will never have their first home. And that has never been the case across Canada. It has always been the case that you dreamed of having your first home, whether it was your first apartment, you had that dream and you worked hard to that dream. And too many of them right now are thinking that no matter how hard they work, they won't be able to have that. And frankly, as you look across the room, I will say this, it is literally on all of us to make sure it happens, because many of us have had the advantages that this next generation won't have unless we continue to remove obstacles that get in the way of building homes. And I say this everywhere, and sometimes they get in trouble for it. The people who are the most opposed to building homes are those who already have them. It doesn't matter where you are. People who already have a home don't want other people to have a home. They don't want the advantages to be transferred on to the next generation, all of the same advantages that we had when we were buying our first homes. We had lots of space, lots of people. We could get shovels in the ground faster. We had mayors and communities across the province of Ontario who said yes. We had public servants and planning departments who said yes, not no or not maybe. They said yes because they knew they had to get shovels in the ground. So when people say it's going to be hard to hit those goals, yes, are interest rates a problem? 100% they were a problem in the province of Ontario. They went up across Canada, they went up so fast in such a short period of time that it became harder and less affordable to get shovels in the ground. But the industry came to us, Tony and the industry, they said, you got to cut taxes, you got to make it easier. And places like Barrie, the reason why they're successful is because they actually listen. They remove the obstacles and they're allowing people to get shovels in the ground faster. 4 years, that's good. But we can do better, and I know you believe that. 4 years in Barrie is 12 years in Toronto, 20 years in Toronto. That's not good enough for our province. So we are going to double down again, and we are going to remove obstacles. We're going to remove red tape. We're going to come forward with a bill very soon, which will continue on the path of removing red tape and obstacles so that we can get shovels in the ground. We know that when we cut taxes, when we make it less costly to build, that our partners will get shovels in the ground. We saw that when we removed the GST and the HST, our partners got shovels in the ground and they're building projects like this. So I'll just wrap up by saying again, thank you so much, because you've not stopped, Skyline. You've not stopped, right? You've continued to build where others have taken a pause or thought twice about it. You're continuing to build, and you're building in communities that open the door for you.
First of all, if you think that I'm a little bit overweight, it's because there's no longer a gym behind us here. And that gym, this site, this is a community building site. It was the former YMCA in the City of Barrie. If you look beyond the current hole in the ground to the far side, there was a pool that was put in by the Lions Club, and it was, for a long period of time, completely free for kids to come and swim when they could. During the summer times, it was a great place to be, and the YMCA eventually took over that and made sure it continued. There was a gymnasium for basketball and volleyball. There was a workout center. There were community rooms. There were day camps. And for a kid like me, who grew up in government housing, didn't have money for day camps, the YMCA would provide free day camps for those kids to come to. This was a community building center. And the memories that I have here, like, it's actually profound. There was one time when I jumped on a treadmill, and I don't do it often enough anymore, but I jumped on the treadmill, and to the right of me was a guy named Rob Hamilton. And Rob Hamilton was the mayor of the City of Barrie at the time. And I was running, and there was someone to the left of me, a much older fella, and they were having this conversation about the City of Barrie and what was going on and how far we'd come. And we would be about 100,000 people at this time. And it was Willard Kinsey. He was the first mayor of the City of Barrie. And he set the tone for the City of Barrie that said, we're going to grow. We're going to grow in people. We're going to grow in jobs. We're going to create a complete community. And he supported the local charities, as Rob did, to make sure that we had a community that took care of its own. And for me, I was that kid on this site. So when you fast forward to today, and you think about an investment that's being made by Skyline, that's not just delivering over 500 units today. I think it's over 780 some odd.
Total development's 928.
928 units overall, including 32 affordable housing units right here. That idea of building a community has not gone away because the YMCA is moving somewhere else. In fact, it's gone from a place where you can go and meet people to a place that's going to be a roof over families' heads that would not have it otherwise. And that is why our staff at the City of Barrie, Michael, Michelle, and the entire team with the CIP have invested in this project today. Not because we believe in corporate welfare, but because we believe that through that investment, there are going to be Barrie families who are going to have opportunity that they would not have had otherwise, just like I had opportunity on this site. And for that, Skyline, you deserve a massive round of applause.